As millions of Americans were reminded of last week, we are not immune to the impacts of wildfires, even when they're burning in locations far away. It's a situation that experts say will get worse as our climate continues to warm.
You could see it, you could smell it, and you could feel it. Smoke from historic wildfires in Canada impacted much of the eastern United States last week. The fires burning in Canada are occurring earlier than normal and burning a larger area than normal. According to Kaitlyn Trudeau, a senior research associate with Climate Central, this is all part of a bigger trend.
We're seeing a larger number of more intense fires that are burning in longer, burning in hotter, being more erratic.
Trudeau and her colleagues recently released a study examining trends in fire weather days across the U.S. These are hot, dry, and breezy days that can make wildfires more severe.
We saw some pretty widespread increases across the country, but especially in the West. I mean, you have some places that are seeing an additional 2 more months of fire weather days now than they did in the early 70s, which, not saying 2 more months of fires, but just 2 more months where the conditions are really set.
The increase in fire weather days in south central Pennsylvania is not as extreme, but still notable. Our area is seeing 5 more fire weather days now compared to 50 years ago. Trudeau also notes that more fire weather days also translates to less opportunities for fire mitigation efforts.
So as climate change increases the number of fire weather days you see each year, it also decreases the number of days you can do mitigation things like, doing prescribed burns.
An increased amount of fire weather days on top of other problems like long-term drought means that this trend we are seeing of more intense wildfires and their impacts will only continue.
We know we can see more really dangerous, deadly, costly fires. We're going to see more health impacts, more like asthma, more cardiovascular disease, more lung disease. You're really going to see more of what we've already seen already.
So there's something else that this report looked at, and it's called the Wildland urban interface, and it's areas where people have developed where wildfires burned. Pennsylvania ranks 5th for the highest number of people who live in this WUI is what they call it, this interface.
Which doesn't seem like a good thing.
Not a great thing. Yeah, you often think of fires out west.
That you wouldn't think of it necessarily here, but yeah, I mean, we just saw the impacts of it, so definitely something to keep an eye on.
Pretty scary, and this information can be pretty overwhelming, but Trudeau says we know the solution. It's to lower greenhouse gases and really reduce warming as much as possible. And we have a link to that full report on our website, fox43.com.